God helps those who help themselves. Or maybe someone told you, God won't give you more than you can handle. What if I told you, Jesus never said that? That's right. Today we're going to expose 5 popular Christian sayings that sound biblical, but are nowhere in the Bible. In fact, believing them might be holding you back spiritually. So stay with me, because number 5 is the one that's destroying faith from the inside out. Hi, I'm Your Name, and welcome to the channel where we cut through noise and tradition to go back to what Jesus actually said. Too often Christianity gets mixed with catchy slogans, motivational quotes, or even political agendas. But the real words of Christ are much more powerful and much more dangerous. Today, we're diving into the 5 most common phrases that Christians believe that Jesus never said. Let's get to it. You've heard it. You may have said it. It sounds empowering, right? God helps those who help themselves. But here's the truth. This phrase is not in the Bible, not in the Old Testament, not in the Gospels, not even in the footnotes. It actually comes from ancient Greek philosophy and was later made famous by Benjamin Franklin, not Jesus. In fact, the Bible often says the opposite. God helps the helpless. Psalm 72:12. He will deliver the needy who cry out, the afflicted who have no one to help. Jesus didn't come for the strong. He came for the sick, the broken, the lost. So next time you're weak, don't try to earn help. Just cry out. That's when He shows up. This one is comforting, but dangerously misleading. Everything happens for a reason. It sounds biblical, but Jesus never said that. The truth? Not everything that happens is God's will. Just because something happens doesn't mean God wanted it to. Rape, abuse, war, betrayal. Jesus never taught fatalism. He taught choice. He taught that we live in a fallen world where people hurt each other, and that's why we need redemption. Romans 8:28 is often quoted out of context. God works all things together for good, but it's for those who love Him, who respond to His call. Not everything is good, but God can redeem anything. That's different. This one feels like truth. But it's actually one of the most misquoted ideas in Christianity. The actual verse people refer to is 1 Corinthians 10:13. God will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But that's talking about temptation, not suffering. God absolutely allows us to face more than we can handle. Why? So that we lean on Him. In 2 Corinthians 1:8-9, Paul says, "We were under great pressure, far beyond our ability to endure, so that we might not rely on ourselves, but on God." The truth is, you will face storms you can't control, but you were never meant to walk through them alone. This one sounds holy, but guess what? Jesus never said this, not once. This phrase isn't in the Bible. It comes from Augustine and was later paraphrased by Gandhi. Jesus said, "Love your enemies. Love one another." He didn't split people into sinner and sin categories. Why? Because He knew love is messy, grace is radical. Jesus ate with tax collectors, prostitutes, and zealots, not to approve of sin, but to show that no one is beyond redemption. What if we stopped labeling people as sinners to be fixed and started loving them as souls to be saved? This is the most dangerous lie in modern Christianity. Come to Jesus, and your life will get better. Money, favor, success. Jesus never promised that. In fact, He said the opposite. In this world you will have trouble. John 16:33. Whoever wants to follow me must deny himself and take up his cross. Luke 9:23. Yes, God blesses, but His definition of blessing isn't always financial. Sometimes it's peace in the storm. Sometimes it's joy in suffering. Sometimes it's growth through pain. Prosperity isn't proof of God's approval. The cross is. So what does all this mean? It means we've got to stop putting words in Jesus' mouth. If we want to follow Him, we need to know what He really said. And sometimes that means unlearning popular phrases. and going back to the source. The Bible is enough. Jesus is enough. If this video challenged you, don't leave without doing 3 things. Like this video, it helps more people find the truth. Comment below, what's a phrase you've heard that might not be biblical? Subscribe and turn on the bell. We're diving deeper every week into Jesus's actual teachings, Bible verses everyone gets wrong, and Jesus's most misunderstood parable. So stick around. You'll never read the Bible the same way again. Jesus didn't come to give us cliches. He came to give us life. The truth may be uncomfortable, but it sets you free. Let's follow what he really said, not what we wish he had said. Amen. See you in the next video.